Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
All right, so let's
fun to
talk
drive
about
up here in the
mistakes,
Hollywood
because-
Hills.
What is the difference?
It's
the same $1 million. The only difference is the time, the quality, you
99% of YouTube gurus make YouTube sound hard so they can sound smarter and they can sell you courses. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you the truth, like it or not. Listen, I'm a college dropout. I used to be a dishwasher and I was completely broke. Fast forward to today, I've made over $1 million on this channel, $296,000 on this channel, $244,000 on this channel, $21,000 on this channel, $9,000 on this channel, and I have a few more. You see, what I do is I create faceless content using AI. Some of you have probably heard of it. It's called YouTube automation. Now, I'm not sharing these numbers with you guys to say YouTube is easy, because it's not. You know, it takes a lot of hard work and consistency. But the truth is, as long as you're consistent, you could be posting absolute dog shit videos and still see some level of success. So the first thing you need to know, the first thing you need to understand, if you're either A, going to start a YouTube channel, or B, you already have one, but you're not getting the results you want. You need to grind. And listen, I'm not saying it's in like that bullshit way that gurus do, right? I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not saying that to like motivate you, but you actually have to grind.
My name's Jared. That's Carlos. Welcome to Fat Ass.
I started doing YouTube with my best friend in 2015. Anything that you could imagine, we posted. Food reviews, vlogs, music videos, reactions. We tried it all because we were fully committed to making this work, right? And we weren't chasing fame, we weren't looking for recognition, we were after financial freedom. So since September 7th of 2017, which is when we got monetized, to today, we've only made $98.63.
If this is something you really want to do, it's not going to happen overnight. We're going to keep uploading and uploading and uploading, and eventually one of them's going to hit, and that's all we need.
Yeah, you just gotta keep figuring it out. We still haven't figured it out.
Regardless, you know, we're still here, like, majority of our fucking days at like 2, 3 in the morning filming. I mean, you want it to be a career, you want it to be a job.
I'm not gonna stop, bro.
Yeah, we don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Yeah, they just, if it's your dream, you'll fucking do whatever for it.
Now, even though we had no idea what we were doing, we still grinded. We still posted every single day. We kept going because we had to. We had no other choice. Again, I'm a college dropout. I barely graduated high school, as stupid as that sounds. It's the truth. And because I make videos like this, people think that I come from money, which is not true in the slightest. You see, I lived in a trailer in the middle of the desert in a small town called Amargosa. It's in Nevada, you can Google it. Now, my family and I lived there not because we wanted to, no shit. You know, it's because we had to. My dad worked at the only dairy in the state of Nevada, and, you know, because of my luck, it was in the middle of nowhere. And at this point, I was like 14, 15 years old. So I would see YouTubers, you know, I had social media. I would see how other people lived. And I would sit alone in that trailer, bro, and I would just think, how the fuck am I gonna get out of here? Nobody knows I exist. And, you know, I would sit there all night and watch David Dobrik videos. He was giving away $10,000 cash, giving away Teslas, and I'm like, fuck. That is the complete opposite of my life. That is so far from my reality. And I would just think, man, how am I going to get there? How am I going to get my family out of this place? So I started obsessing with trying to figure out the YouTube algorithm. We gotta go viral on Twitter. That's obviously the secret to getting big. We gotta figure out how to get bigger on other social media.
What are we going to do, Carlos? What are we going to do with ourselves?
Either we get a lucky collaboration with a big YouTuber, or a viral video, which I really doubt, or else we're done.
I'm just going to be homeless.
Nowadays, there's a lot of resources online. For example, this video. But back then, there wasn't anything. There was nobody that wanted to help. And if they did, it was behind a ridiculous paywall of like $5,000 for a one-on-one call. You know, it's because those motherfuckers don't know what it feels like.
So I wish YouTubers did features the way artists did.
I know.
Where it's just like, hey,
if we ever blow up, we have to help other small YouTubers blow, bro.
It sucks.
Nobody
It's
wants
hella
to
rough.
help you.
Yeah.
No YouTubers want to help you. It's like every man for himself.
And that right there is a promise that I'm standing by to this day. With my community on school called Views for Income. And that's where I have over 90 video tutorials. I also go live every single week. I answer questions, I review channels. It's pretty much a step-by-step on how I do YouTube, or a blueprint on how I experienced YouTube and how I saw success. But even in my YouTube videos, like on this channel, I give away an insane amount of information for free. I promise you, if you binge watch my videos, you're gonna find a lot of value. It's a lot of information that nobody talks about, or they try to sell you that information. But anyways, 4 years later, after posting every single day with my best friend, trying to grind it out on YouTube, we failed. We ran out of time. So I got a job and I started going to college. for 1 week. But in January of 2020, we said, fuck it. We're going all in. We're gonna give YouTube one last shot, but this time we're going to create faceless videos.
So what happened was, I came up, I got my classes, I was ready to go. I had class like in 2 hours, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm dropping out.
So I dropped out of college. After my first week, I quit my job and full sent it.
Well, my name is Carlos Romayroh. So I have 22 video ideas here. I don't seem that excited. I'm stressed and scared, very scared about failing. I'm gonna upload this in a year or 2 years, maybe 3, on YouTube to create my personality brand, but I have to make money first. If I fail at this, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I fuck up. I don't know why I'm not excited. I'm scared. But then again, another half of me already knows that I'm going to absolutely fucking destroy this.
The first video we posted went viral. For the next 28 days of February, we made $10,000. It was insane. I was 19 years old and I made my first 10K month, which sounds like a movie, right? It sounds all great, but then COVID hit. Advertisers pulled out of YouTube. There was no money coming in. I still had a full team to take care of because back then AI didn't exist. So I had to hire script writers, editors, and all the money that I saved up to do this, including the 11K, within the months started disappearing.
YouTube channel is doing alright. It's made 11,000 so far. I don't think I've ever been so scared in my entire life. I'm so fucked. But you know, I gotta keep grinding. Gotta keep putting in hours, daily uploading on that channel. So I'm trying to expand at the same time, but I can't afford all of it. So it's like, I'm not sure this is it for me. I'm so fucking scared. How are we gonna win? Carlos from the future, what did you do? How did you get out of this? How did you get out of this, bro? So I'm gonna lay here and figure out what to do. Figure out what niche to go in, where to push, you know? Because I got like fucking $60 left.
Regardless of how I was feeling and what was happening, the grind never stopped. You know, I kept going, and little by little, you know, channel by channel, I got to this point. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. You have to grind, bro. You know, if you're like me, if you're in a position where you have no other choice but to succeed, in my personal opinion, I think YouTube, Faceless YouTuber, or whatever, is the best place for you to start. You know, from my experience, I don't think YouTube is luck. You don't need subscribers. You don't need the best camera. You don't need a laptop. You don't need to be creative or make art in every single one of your videos. You just need to identify title patterns and thumbnail patterns from successful YouTube channels in your niche. That's it. You know, it's like TikTok, it's like Instagram, every social media, it's the same thing because that's how people are. You gotta remember that YouTube is the entertainment business, and entertainment has one rule: recreate what worked. I mean, for the last 2 to 3 years, every single movie that's come out is a remake or a part 2, you know? It's because it's the easiest way to see success. I think they just announced like the new Toy Story 7 or whatever. I don't even know which one they're on. The other thing that I also think is very important is that you need to avoid the shiny object syndrome. You know, there's always going to be a niche that looks great. There's always going to be someone on Twitter or YouTube that is posting about a specific niche that, you know, seems very easy, but you have to stay on track. You know, and the rule of thumb that I have is to post at least 20 videos. Post 20 videos, and if it doesn't work, switch niche. In my school community, there were some members that got results within the first 20 videos, but then there's also a shit ton that didn't. Again, it's not a guarantee that it's going to work, but the beautiful thing is that you can retry. And even crazier, you can do it as many times as you want. You know, I started this whole YouTube thing when I was 15. I made my first 10K when I was 18, 19 years old. I'm 25 years old now. Even this year, I launched some channels in specific niches that it just didn't work. And that's okay. You know, you can retry. And I don't like using the word fail, right? It's more of attempts. Because if you want it bad enough, you're gonna retry. And that brings me to the next thing, which is impressions. If you're just starting off, or if you've been posting and you're not getting views, don't look at views, look at impressions. That's the important thing. Listen, YouTube is changing a lot, and it's changing every single day. You gotta be on top of that shit. Don't focus on views, focus on impressions. And my rule is, if you post 20 videos and you don't get more than 100,000 impressions, you're gonna stop, let that email age, start another email or use another one of your emails, and then try again. And you repeat that process, 20 videos at a time. Now, if you post 15 videos and the most impressions you get in a single video is like 8, you can pick up early and try in a different email, right? You don't have to do all 20, but that's kind of the sauce, you know, and that's the problem with a lot of people that are starting YouTube. They think their content is bad. It's not that. It's just that YouTube isn't pushing it out to viewers. The next thing, if you're gonna do faceless content like me, the niches that I found the easiest were things related to news, either celebrity news, news about Hollywood, news about sports, news about rappers, you know, all of those niches that I share on this channel. We do news for a reason. It's much better than evergreen content, which is making like top 10s. Those aren't searched for as much. It's just kind of one of the things people watch in the middle of the night. But if you start off by posting something that's news related, you're getting more into search. You're gonna get a better feeling of everything because it's also time sensitive. The next thing is take what you hear from others with a grain of salt. There's a lot of people in Discord servers, there's a lot of people on Twitter that give this advice that is just copy pasted. For example, there's a lot of big YouTube coaches here on YouTube that I know that they straight up steal my content.
So if your views are low or you're scared of demonetization,
listen up because I'm going to tell you the 8 biggest changes of the YouTube algorithm. Starting with change number 1, Gemini. And it even understands the tone. Like,
it even picks up on your tone.
Like if your video's supposed to be sad, it understands it.
If your video is meant to be funny, it knows.
If you're being sarcastic, it also understands it.
If you're being sarcastic in your video, it also knows that too.
So that's pretty scary shit within itself.
And honestly, this one scared me when I first learned about it.
Now, when YouTube reviews your channel, which they will.
When YouTube reviews your channel, and they will.
I mean, it's very obvious that they do it. Some of them don't even change the order of the video. But there's also a lot of people that give advice that does not apply to you. For example, YouTube Shorts. The advice that a YouTube coach that focuses on shorts is going to give you is probably completely different than what I'm going to give you. It's because it's a different format, it's different algorithms. Personally, I hate YouTube Shorts. I think any 15-year-old with a cell phone can do it. I also think that it's very popular because it's easy to sell courses with. You know, you can get any 50-year-old man to pay you $1,000 to get 100,000 views on a YouTube short. And they don't know any better, right? They think 100,000 views on a YouTube short is crazy. Obviously, because it is a lot of views, but it's very easy to do, and money-wise, it's just not worth it in my opinion. So pick and choose what type of advice you want to listen to. And the last thing, don't get excited by all of these AI softwares you see. The majority of them are absolute shit. And I know that because I created my own, and I was like, wow, this is very easy. They're literally not doing anything. And the majority of them are pointless. For example, Sora. You know, everyone was doing like the Stormtrooper vlogs and the Bigfoot vlogs, and it was really cool for the first week. And all of these YouTube coaches were like, this is the future. This is how you can make $10,000 a month. Nobody gives a fuck now. You know, it was cool at first, don't get me wrong, but like everything else, people get bored of it. And that's what I said the second I saw it. I said, oh my God, people are going to run with this. Just remember, these AI softwares are tools. They're not going to make the video for you. Just because you use a specific AI tool doesn't mean that your video is going to go viral. Keep that in mind for every single AI software that's promoted to you. But yeah, it's 2:30 a.m. That's all I could think of right now. Again, if you want to check out how I do YouTube, you can go ahead and click the link in my description or the pinned comment. It's going to take you to my school community. Check it out if you want. If you're still very early in your journey and you don't want to go that crazy, go ahead and watch my YouTube videos, go and watch other people's YouTube videos, and see if this is for you. Just know that you can do it. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter your current situation. There's always a way if you want it, you know, and I'm not saying that on some motivational shit, bro. That's just my experience. You can literally do anything you want. You just got to be annoying about it. You know, as you guys saw in those clips, I asked myself, how am I going to get out of this? Carlos from the future, what did you do? If I could respond now, it would be same shit you were doing, bro. Even though shit looks bad, there's nothing in this world that you can't beat with repetition. As long as you do that, everything is eventually going to fall into place. Yeah, if you're starting a YouTube channel, Godspeed, best luck to you, and hopefully when we update you next year, we'll be doing much
a little
better.
bit bigger, yeah. Even just a little bit.
Finish grinding. You already know what it is.
The grind never stops.
Nothing but money, bro. The grind never stops, man. The grind never stops, man. It doesn't fucking stop.
Can I help you?
Hi, this is Carlos.
Hey, what's up, Carlos?
Yeah, so I'm calling to put in my 2-week notice.
Oh, you're putting in your 2-week notice?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So this is where we're at. Our meme page got taken down. We have no followers. Our YouTube has been going down a lot because we haven't been posting. And our subscriber count also went down. We have no clout. Our YouTube is doing worse than it was 5 months ago. We have no editor. And we're not even making $1 a day.
We've achieved the requirements of watch time and views.
Now we need subscribers.
My parents are like, go to college, get a job, you're running out of time. And I'm just like, give me more time. I need this shit to work. I just turned 18.
So I thought about it in the car because my parents pressured me a lot about college. I don't know, I just like doing YouTube better. I've always wanted to do it and it's a passion. I just thought about it right now in the car and I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm gonna go for YouTube. Honestly, I don't give a f what my parents say. I'm gonna go for it. If I fail, I failed trying. But if I make it, then I guess I'll be good.
Can you please explain to the Instagram what you are doing? You
No,
please.
not yet. I'll explain when I'm done. It doesn't make sense right now. I understand what this looks like. But you must trust the process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust the process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, final answer.
All right. We'll come back to you in a couple hours.
Cool. Thanks.
What I'm saying is, there's free subs out there, right? We need them. I'm really trying to get the fuck out of this house. With the new YouTube partnership, we've achieved the requirements of watch time and views.
Now we need subscribers.